right? So if the big boys are investing in them, what makes you think that you're too good to invest in this company?
Say it again.
What makes you think that you're too good to invest in this company?
That's it. That's it. We got 2 hot stocks for you.
Now, the first one is Camtek, right? So I know you heard about the global shortage of computer chips or semiconductors, as some people like to call it, as the advanced people like to call it, right? Camtek might be here to save the day because what they do is they provide these semiconductor or computer chip making companies with testing kits, obviously not the COVID type, just testing kits to help them identify defects early on in the production process so that there's less wastage, then less time is wasted and less money is wasted. Do you understand? So that's what Camtek does.
Nobody likes to waste money in this world.
Who does? Of course not.
You know?
Yeah.
Unless you're in a club spraying their piece.
Bottles.
Aye.
Let's go.
Alright, so the current share price at the time of recording, which is the 28th of May, is $35. Revenue is 156 million and the profit is 22 million. So you can see here between the revenue and the profit,
It's a big jump.
it's a big jump, bro.
A lot of money is going into some
Bro,
costs.
their cost here must be mad.
Yeah, bringing in 156 million in revenue and having only 22 million left as profit is a bit baffling, but we're going to get into that. But before we do that,
Quick disclaimer. So as always, we're not financial analysts or advisors.
Nope.
Take everything we say with a pinch of
salt,
Maggie
paprika,
and anything in the kitchen, mate.
let's go. We're going to go straight into the first pro, which is the fact that there has been an increase in demand for 5G devices, right? And that's not just the increase in demand, it's an increase in potential supply. Companies want to start creating more 5G devices. Now, what do 5G devices need inside them? In fact, what does every device need inside them? Computer chip or a semiconductor, right? So, an increase in semiconductors or the demand for semiconductors naturally means Camtek's product or their testing kit is going to also go up in demand because semiconductor companies are going to need to test out these chips before they deliver them to the market. So, 5G goes up, Camtek goes up.
What's funny is that certain men are still struggling for 4G and a
it's
company
peak. It's
is
peak.
now working with someone to develop 5G.
5G, you know, and people like some people are using it on 3G, bro.
Bro,
I can't lie. I go to certain parts of London, yeah, and my Vodafone phone says 3G. I'm not lying to you, bro. I'm not lying to you. So I definitely need a proper solid 5G device.
true, innit?
I need that semiconductor
yeah,
and that Camtek.
Needed.
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 So the pro number 2 is very, very stock orientated. This pro, right? Now we've done our research and we've seen that a lot of the big boys, the big hedge funds,
The big, not the ones with little P's,
you know,
with little money. Let's come correct.
the big boys, you know, Wall Street Trapper will call them the big whales, the whales, yeah, with his American accent, right? So the big whales and the big hedge funds are all buying into Camtek. Barclays, JP Morgan, ARK Invest, they're all buying major stakes in Camtek. And when these whales pursue something, you know there's something happening.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They have the information that we don't. So it makes sense to sort of follow their lead.
Of course. Of course.
And right now their lead is leading.
Really leading.
Really leading. So
Yeah, some of the big boys, such as who?
I said it again, JP Morgan, Barclays, and ARK Invest.
For those who didn't hear it the first time, he repeated it just so
more
you
time.
know.
JP Morgan, Barclays Bank, and ARK Invest.
There's many more as well, but those are the ones that stood out to us.
Yeah, like those are the ones that you might know.
Yeah. So right now there's a shortage of semiconductors globally. And when I mean globally, worldwide. So what Camtek can do at the moment is help firms produce these chips much quicker.
Yeah.
And reduce the cost, like you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and point number 1. Yeah,
Yes.
very similar.
Very
Similar to point number 1. But this one is basically saying that there's a shortage of chips. Do you understand? And somebody needs to come and save the day.
Exactly. Yeah.
On comes Camtek. You know what I'm saying? With their testing kits. Again, not COVID testing kits. Yeah. So that's a pro. There's going to be demand for what Camtek's actually supplying.
Exactly.
Very simple.
Yeah. We're going to go into a few cons and let you know why potentially this might be a stock to stay clear of, or stay clear of for now.
Right. And we'll go straight in with con number 1 is the fact that we've done some analysis and we've realized that the stock is trading at its all-time high at the moment. So the price is actually relatively high to what the market is expecting. Like we've looked at some other articles and we've seen some other analysis from other places, and people are saying that they expect the stock to be trading at between $10 to $15, and it's currently trading at $35, which is times 2 of what the market's expecting. So if there is a correction, we can see the stock price falling all the way back down to $15. Big risk.
So what you're saying is don't FOMO in and just go and buy the stock for the sake of buying the stock.
You don't buy this stock here. You don't buy just because, you know, fear of missing out, or I just want to jump in. You jump into this stock because you've done your research and you understand the best time to buy. It's that simple.
So that leads to point number 2, in which right now you can see that there's a global shortage of chips.
Yeah.
When the supply of chips are readily available, will the demand for Camtek's testing kits still be there? And that's something that you need to consider. And that's potentially why the stock price right now might be at its all-time high. Because there's demand for their testing kits.
That's simple. Right. So leads us straight on to con number 3. We've seen that additional shares have been issued. That means the current shares in the market have been diluted. You know, it's a problem simply because, you know, as an investor, if you've spent a certain amount of money on a stock, you've bought maybe 10,000 shares in one stock. If there's a shares issue, your shares become less valuable. Do you understand? So that's what's happened, and we don't know how that's going to affect Camtek long term. We don't know if because there's more shares on the market, it's going to dip. It's not a risk, mate. It's that simple.
So you've heard all the cons, you've heard all the pros. It's up to you now to make that decision on whether you want to invest in this. But
was it for you?
For me, I'll say it's a buy, but not at this price.
Right. Definitely. I definitely agree.
The price is too high. I like a bargain.
Don't we all? So for me personally, if I see it drop down to maybe 15, 20, I'll probably buy in. Because I do believe, I think 10 to 15 is relatively low. What people are saying is too low. If it falls to maybe 20, I will jump in. 35, unfortunately, is too high for me.
So this is one to keep on your watch list.
Keep on your watch list.
That's it.